Yo, yo, yo. How's everybody doing? Let's check the mic. Okay, cool. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trendsetter Crypto TV. I'm your gracious host Solo. It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope video to vibe to, right? And a lot of things have been happening, and let's get straight into it without further ado, because I know that it's Friday, so I know people probably have a lot of plans and things of that such, right? So the fear to greed index is at a 70, which is pretty darn good. We haven't, we've been at the 70 marker, but now with all this news coming, uh, we haven't been in the 70s this consistently in over a year. So that's very good to see how the market sentiment has shifted to being bullish. What's going on, Drone Trucker? I see you. I see you. And you know what? Bitcoin is moving up. I mean, Bitcoin dominance is just crushing it at 51%, with BTC being at 37K. Altcoins are also moving, of course. Um, and just putting up some impressive numbers, right? So for those who don't know, one second here, let me make this a little bigger for you guys. For those that don't know, if there's talks now about an Ethereum ETF coming out that BlackRock has applied for. This, of course, has catapulted the ETH price to be nearly at $2,100, which is a beautiful thing to see, right? Bitcoin is up over 37% for the month. Solana, for those who are on Sol, just phenomenal comeback this year. Just really one of those ones where, you know what? Let's take a look at that, right? Because I've been so focused on these meme coins and these micro cap coins that we forget about the gems that are in these altcoins that are already established. Now, you guys know I never was the biggest fan of Solana, still really not. I mean, the blockchain has its share of issues. I mean, this is not a rumor or me fudding or anything, right? However, Solana has a very bullish community, and also there's a lot of money back in Sol up, right? So I remember making videos about Solana when it had first, when the crypto market crashed back in November, and it was at around $8-9, right? And I remember saying, well, I'll wait till it goes to 7. That 7 never came. So, let's go back the last 12 months. Just let's take the journey known as Solana, right? So my first video was of this year was the third on Patreon, right? And this was when Solana, I remember, was $12.52, right? It shows 13.14, but it was 12.52. And then Solana just kept going up throughout the year, right? Then it went to $20, and then it's just kind of boom, boom, boom. And then it kind of crashed in March to 17. Didn't take advantage then, right? Then fast forward, it's at 18. Then it crashes down to 14, 15 in June. Didn't take advantage of it then. So it's very interesting that, Solana has been able to make a comeback. It's up over 500% for the year, which is very impressive. It's up 147% in the last 30 days. Just having a phenomenal week, 38% up for the week, and also 20% up for the day, right? So for people who ask me about Sol, not financial advice, because like I said, it was a couple people in my Patreon who kept bugging me about it. And I just, because you guys know me, I like to talk about projects that I believe in, but make no mistake, I do think that Sol is a great investment project, right? So, in other words, I think that Solana will be around in the short term. I don't know if it'll be around, 20, 30, 40 years from now. But in the short term, 5 to 10 years, sure, I see Sol being around. And as an investment, the way that it moves, I know how day traders think. They're not they don't care about utility for a project, right? They just care about the fact that it's the project making them money, right? And so Solana, it wouldn't shock me if Sol finishes the year anywhere from 70 to $90, or maybe even higher than that, right? Because it's just one of those coins that just always seems to come out of nowhere and just really do it. You know what I mean? So I do believe that Solana in the next bull run can definitely go up to $400 or maybe even beyond that. I've said that before. That's not a secret. Um, ADA, 38 cents. ADA's had a decent year so far. I mean, obviously hasn't done the Solana numbers, but ADA still is a top 10 coin, and we're still waiting for, major moves to happen. Obviously, the question with the Ethiopia situation is we know that didn't, that's in the flux right now. Last time we checked, right? Now, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Two things really quickly here, and then I'm gonna be quiet because I know I'm ranting, right? First of all, it is a beautiful thing to see Terra Luna Classic and Luna doing their thing. Okay, it's a beautiful thing. A lot of people always ask, "Are you still in those projects? Did you sell out?" Yeah, I'm still in those projects. Right now, Luna, of course, is having a phenomenal crushing day, up 84% for the today, 96% for the week, 115% for the month. Right now, you guys know I'm not in Luna, but I am in Luna Classic, aka Lunk. And one of the reasons why I got into the project was because of the fact that, you know, um, the project was being community driven. So that way the community had more control of it, right? And also was a great project that had great staking rewards for those who remembered that as well. Now, since the last year or so, Luna Classic has been very quiet. It's had a very quiet year. Let's not be facetious. But today, phenomenal day, up 40% for today, up 64% for the last month. And, I'm very interested to see what will happen this holiday season with Luna and Luna Classic. And I do hope that those projects will, continue to elevate. By the way, guys, in the chat, if you have any coins you want me to look at or any coins you want me to chop it up, I see the Digital Wealth Podcast here. I see you. What's up? Any coins that you guys want me to talk about, please let me know in the chat, okay? I am looking at the comments. Hold on, let me hit this water, guys. Woo! Okay. Now, there are two coins though that I'm wondering to myself, um, why are they not doing anything? Okay, and I'm talking about Dogecoin and Shiba Inu because to me, you can't have it be an altcoin season or altcoin rally if two of the biggest altcoins, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, have been relatively quiet, right? And so that's one of the things that shout out to brother Pato. Me and him, we were chopping it up today in the Telegram group, right? For those who know, if you're part of the Patreon, you get access to that. And we were talking about what constitute as altcoin season, right? Now, how I was brought up by the OGs is that the Bitcoin dominance has to be at below 40%, preferably below 35%, right? Now, what we're seeing is so interesting because Bitcoin dominance is at 51%, not just for the last 24 hours, but also for the month. Now, for those who don't understand what I'm talking about, Bitcoin dominance is basically the dominance that Bitcoin has overall in regards to the entire cryptocurrency market. Okay. So when we're talking about Bitcoin dominance is 51%, 51% of the liquidity is in Bitcoin, right? The market cap. That's what I'm primarily talking about, right? So that's what we're talking about. So typically, conventionally speaking, in the past, how it's altcoin season is once liquidity leaves Bitcoin, it then moves into altcoins, right? And then you have your blue chip altcoins that go on a run. And then once people take profit from that, then you have your micro cap coins that go on a run, okay? So that's how it usually has worked in the past. And yes, we've had altcoins that, even though Bitcoin has a 51% dominance right now, we've got altcoins that are doing crazy numbers, right? And we're going to look at some of those altcoins here in a moment. But I find it very interesting that Dogecoin and Shiba Inu have been relatively quiet. So it'll be very interesting to me, because to me, I'm just telling you guys how I think, right? Is once you have Doge and SHIB, once they start running, right, then that to me is a signal that yes, this is an altcoin season or an altcoin rally. Because you can't tell me that, we've got all these altcoins running, but Doge and SHIB ain't ran yet. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense to me. So you have people predicting that SHIB could explode 160% for the real rally to start. Now, I love it. They always have pseudonyms, right? By this crypto trader named Kaleo, and he on the platform X, he says the rally is likely to kick off late next year. Okay, whoo! I don't know if people want to hear that. I think, why can't that rally happen this weekend? Why couldn't that rally happen tomorrow, or Sunday, or this weekend? I don't know. I don't know what he said, late next year. I mean, that's a very safe prediction, and I'm not saying that he's wrong, because I think there's going to be a lot of coins that will rally, right? And Iman Perry, I see you, bro. You got a lot of coins in the building. You feel me? Zilliqa, Zcash. No, nothing wrong with some Zcash. Zcash, man. What do you know about some Zcash, bro? Oh man. So it's very interesting. So moving back here, another coin that I see that's just making crazy moves, right, is Storage, right? This is a coin that I've been telling you guys about since 2021. And every time I get an alert from this coin, the numbers just blow my mind, right? So check this. So before any of these coins were running, this coin, it runs on its own beat. You know what I'm saying? It's up 92% for the month. And this is a coin that I was looking at, and I'm just like, oh, you know what? I like it at 40 cents or 30 cents, but I'm trying to be, this is where you kind of get greedy and you want a coin to go lower, right? But I think this coin really um, is also, I get a lot of Solana vibes from this coin. Let me explain. So, this coin is up 138% for the year, right? Just look at this candle right here. I mean, look at this, right? So I'm scratching my head, right? And I'm wondering, does anybody see what I see, right? So I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, what's going on, right? So I'm doing my research, right? I'm on X, and I'm just like trying to figure out, did I miss something, right? Did they come out with some crazy news? Did I miss something? And you know what? One thing I like about this project is they're always active. They're always giving presentations. They're at the Driving Digital Transformation in Nuremberg, Germany, or Nürburgring, Germany. They're going to be there presenting in a couple weeks. They had a booth, in a Google booth that they'll have as well, right? And they're just doing these different types of presentations, just always being active. But I'm just like, yo, what's up with this coin? Why does it look like this, right? And so that's just one of those things. Yeah, I've heard of Casper 2 going up. Let's take a look at the trending, guys. Hold on. Let's take a look, because there's a lot of coins right now going crazy right now. So let's take a quick look at the trending. Sipping on some Perrier. Yeah, for those wondering, I'm using coinmarketcap.com. And so sentiment is great. And you guys know I've been very bearish, particularly the last, 6 months. And I'm still bearish. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm still bearish. Okay. All right. I'm still bearish. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. You know. So you see, Bitcoin has gone up nearly 40% the last 30 days. I don't even know what K coin is. I sorry, I don't even know what it is. Solana, I've talked about Sol. Ethereum just had an amazing day yesterday. Bonk is that meme coin under the Solana chain. It's crazy. If you got in, 30 days ago before it pumped, you know what I'm saying? Then you're up. FTX token. Okay, somebody make this make sense. Why is FTX token up 136% today? Why? Let's take a look at that, man. No, somebody's got to. What's going on, man? And you know what? I got to keep it real with y'all, bro. Like, are people like that greedy? Like, why is FTX token up 135% today? you know, you know what I think, and I could be wrong. I don't know, but this looks like a setup to me. So what I mean by that is you have some whale that's trying to get their money back. They maybe lost it, so they're trying to, because right now FTX, right? We all know Sam Bankman-Fried just went, he just got sentenced or whatever, right? He's guilty, but they haven't given him his years yet. So I'm thinking maybe some whale is trying to capitalize off this buzz and wants to use people as exit liquidity, right? Because it just doesn't make sense to me how this coin is just pumping this hard. Why is this coin pumping this hard? Like, what news came out that this coin is pumping this hard? Now, I did hear that Gary Gensler said that this FTX may be able to run in the future, but that alone, that alone should not be able to get that coin pumping like that. Okay. Now, Casper is a coin that people have been talking about. I'm not really familiar with this project, so that's no shade. I'm just being honest, guys. This project also has had a very good month. I've heard people bring it up here and there in my Telegram group, of course. You know what I'm saying? So let's take a look at this project. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm not familiar with this project, like I said, and that's not no shade, right? I'm just being honest, like I said. I mean, I've heard people talk about it, but I just haven't really did my deep dive into it. So it says Caspa is a proof of work cryptocurrency which implements the Ghost DAG protocol. Unlike traditional blockchains, Ghost DAG does not orphan blocks created in parallel. Rather, it allows them to coexist and orders them in consensus. The Casper blockchain is actually a block DAG. This generalization of Nakamoto consensus allows for secure operation while maintaining very high block rates, currently 1 block per second, aiming for 10 blocks per second, dreaming of 100 blocks per second, and minuscule confirmation times dominated by internet latency. The Casper implementation includes a lot of cool features such as reachability to query the DAG's topology, block data pruning with near future plans for block header pruning. Okay. So this is a very technical project. All right. I see you. Okay. All right. Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about this project. Like I said, in my Telegram group, they've been talking about this project as well. And so let's take a look at the charts here. Let's see how it looks. Man, yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man. It's just so basically it just went up from like 4 cents to boom. And here's another thing. For people that feel like, I missed out or whatever, right? This is not like the time to be FOMOing in, not financial advice. This is not the time to be FOMOing in. If anything, because there'll be a retrace. And I really, like I told you guys, I've been very bearish. So for people who think, oh, I missed it, or it's just gonna take off, I think that there'll be a retrace. on a lot of these altcoins before they really take off, right? Depending on, because look at how hard this has pumped in the last month. Okay, so this is pumped very hard. You know what I'm saying? Like literally 130%. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at these coins that have pumped very hard, eventually there'll be a retrace. And then on the way down, when it retraces, if you choose to, that would be a great time to dollar cost average, right? The mistake a lot of people make, and I've made this mistake too a lot in the past, is when we see a coin start to go up, we get greedy and then we want to partake, right? So, my opinion right now, if you're looking at getting into Casper, right now is not the time for you to be jumping in. You should have been jumping in a month ago, right? This should have been you. Like, this should have been you, like back in early October, or you know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden people want to jump into these projects, right? But this should have been in the summertime. You should have been jumping in. September, October, should have been jumping in. You know what I'm saying? Even in the mid of September, but now it's just taking off. You know what I'm saying? So this is amazing. So yeah, I mean, this is a good project in regards to what I'm seeing here. From the charts look very juicy. And I'm just very interested to see who's tied, who are the founders. Let's take a look at that. Casper was envisioned by R&D company DAG Labs through investment by Polychain. Nonetheless, Casper is a community project, completely open source. Okay, no central governance and no business model. The founders, Jonathan Simplowski, postdoc CS at Harvard University on the MEV research team. Jonathan's 2013 paper on Ghost Protocol is cited in the Ethereum white paper. Casper's core developer. Okay, so they got some names behind the team. Okay, that's good. Yeah, this project, once again, this is one of these projects, man, that just kind of creeped up, man. You know what I'm saying? It'd be projects like that where all of a sudden they just come out of nowhere and people, unless you already knew about the project from a minute, like you've been in it, you feel me? But this is one of those projects, man. Drone Trucker says chasing green candles is the best way to lose money. Facts. Facts. Yes. Yes. See, that's one of the reasons why it's like, I listen, and if anybody knows anything about chasing green candles, it's me. You know what I'm saying? It's me. I used to chase all the candles, bruh. You feel me? But then you realize one thing that you realize is, what goes up must go down, But sometimes, man, that FOMO, right? That FOMO is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's where you have to exercise discipline and control and recognize and say, hey, this coin will go down. Because if you genuinely believe in the project, eventually it will go down. You know what I'm saying? But this project is up right now. It's doing its thing, making new all-time highs. You know what I'm saying? 21.471 billion supply. So the tokenomics are looking juicy. The market cap is at 2 billion. So imagine what will it do during a bull run when the market cap is like a 10x from that, like at a 20 billion. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that. And this project too, one thing I find interesting is that you have to be like hold on, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the white paper. You have to be somewhat of a crypto person to understand this project, because right now it's a good time for a lot of these altcoins, man. Okay. Wow. So yeah, guys, I'm not gonna read all through this, but this goes through the Phantom protocol. In this white paper, we present Phantom, a protocol that generalizes Nakamoto's longest chain protocol in Bitcoin blocks references a single predecessor in the chain, hence form a tree. In contrast, Phantom Blocks references multiple predecessors, thus forming a directed acrylic acrylic graph, a block DAG. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. This is very technical. I'm not even gonna hold you guys and act like, yo, I know what they talking about. This is what they nah, man. I would have to listen, man. This is dope. And you know what? It's funny because that's a question that's come up too. What if you ever read a white paper that's too technical, right? And that happens. Okay, you might listen, man. You might have to bust out some YouTube videos and watch those YouTube videos on some of the concepts that are being explained and things like that. But then let's keep it real. The average person that probably buys into this coin probably didn't even look at the white paper. Let's keep it real. Let's just be honest. You know what I mean? But this white paper is very technical, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Now, if you're a math student or um, you know into the sciences, I think you will appreciate the level of detail. So this is definitely a white paper that I would have to bust out the because I'm not even gonna lie and hold you guys and act like I know what they're talking about. Nah, man. I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna sit here and cap and be like, yeah, man, the ghost deck, man. This is what they talking about. This is what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, so this is one of these projects. And here's the thing, with these projects, like I always tell you guys, right? Have a strategy in place. Um, whether it's short term or long term. You know what I mean? Whether it's short term or long term, have a strategy in place. That's all. You know, because with anything, when you look at these projects, it's good to have a strategy in place. And I know it's like I talk about that a lot, but the more the more I talk about it, right? Because I remember I did a survey on my community wall, and I asked people how many of them had a strategy, and a lot of people said they didn't. You know, so to me, that's very important that people have a strategy in place because of the fact that when things start to move, you guys see you guys noticing how things are starting to move now. You guys noticing that? See, and so from experience, right? It's easy to get swept up in emotionalism of things, and next thing you know, you have a coin that's done a 100x, but because you don't have a strategy or a plan, you decide to be greedy and say, "Hey, I'm gonna wait for this coin to do another 100x," and then the coin doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It's just it happens. We all have stories like that, including myself. You know, you see a coin that just does some crazy numbers, and it's just look at. So this is the blog deck visualizer. Okay, proof of work blog deck. Okay, supported platforms. Okay, all right. So yeah, guys. Shout out to everybody if you are reaping in the benefits of your Casper. You know what I'm saying? Your KAS, as well as people that are reaping in benefits of Soul. One of the things I want people to understand is that there are other coins than just the memes, right? Now I know that a lot of people don't care because I know we only got 11 people here. If I was talking about Shiba Inu, we might have triple that, right? And I think SHIB will have a decent finish this year. I can't give you no numbers or anything like that, but I think SHIB will finish this year. Okay. Now, guys, I do have some interesting news on the other side of crypto. As you guys know, I used to be a staunch supporter of Satama, and Satama just made an announcement where basically they announced that they are getting rid of Russell Armbrand in the whatchamacallit, right? Um, in regards to the advisory board. So he's been sacked, which doesn't shock me because he's been promoting this other coin on his X.com account, which I find weird. So it just, it is what it is. I think that it's kind of anytime you have a CEO of a coin and then they're promoting another coin, right? It looks fruity, it looks funky, it smells funny. Because you're supposed to be promoting this coin primarily, but then that coin you're supposed to be promoting is going through some mishaps and is suffering. And instead, you're trying to promote another coin. And let's not forget, the allegations of misappropriating funds and things like that. So for people who are wondering, because you guys know I still have the Satama. I mean, I can't sell. It's down. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's very down badly. I mean, so as soon as it pumps up to its all-time high again, I will definitely look to sell. But honestly, um, it's not one that I'm looking to sell right away, man. I'm just being honest. What's going on with the chat, Prince Loader? I see you. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? So there's also rumors, like I said, the Bitcoin ETF could launch any time from this weekend to next week, right? And that's why you see a lot of coins pumping and going crazy. Remember, guys, what I always say. What do I always say? Somebody said you say a lot. Yeah, I do say a lot. That's facts. What goes up must go down. Okay, like real talk. So, for me personally, I would love to see Bitcoin's dominance loosen up a bit, but who knows? We might be able to go up to 40K, and then we'll see anything. Anything above 40K. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not, because at the end of the day, man, we've got and this is another thing people forgot. Bitcoin has gone up literally 40% nearly in 1 month. Okay. So what am I trying to say? I'm saying that there'll be a correction, right? You don't just go up 40%, whoop-de 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 doo. And I know people want to talk about the ETF. I get it. But you know what? Like I said, I mean, there are retracements, right? Even if you look at Solana, how Solana just crushed that $27 um, you know, blockage. And if you look at the Elliott wave theory, right? For those who are not familiar, the Elliott wave theory is a theory in technical analysis that something is going up in 5 waves, right? And right now Solana's in the third wave. So if you look at that type of, this is why I say, hey, it's good to look at technical analysis, even if you don't understand it yourself, and try to learn at least, right, or understand it, right? Because eventually what goes up must come down. It's very simple. So I do think that eventually there will be a major retrace when it comes to BTC and Ethereum and some of these other coins, and that's where the dominance. Then you'll start to notice that drop because the dominance is crazy high right now. Let's take a look at that. And so Bitcoin dominance is something that I haven't talked about a lot enough, but once again, there's certain indicators that are used in the technical analysis spectrum that lets 1 second here. Let me make this smaller here. That allow. Um, okay, here we go. People to gauge it, right? So let's take a look at the last 90 days, right? Let's take a look at the last 90 days. I'm just gonna add the section here. Okay, so the last 30 days, so the dominance is still pretty up. Okay, and I know once again, to a lot of people that doesn't mean anything, but it's very interesting to me that the altcoins, and altcoins, of course, when Bitcoin goes up, altcoins are going to run too, but it's not really an altcoin rally, right? Not until the dominance is loosened up a bit. You know what I'm saying? Uh Prince, what's going on? Prince asked me, Solo, are you bullish or bearish for the next couple months? I'm bearish. I'm bearish because I'm looking at what's going on globally from a micro global geopolitical point of view still. And I'm not liking what's going on over in Israel and the Middle East. You had Iran talking spicy about a week or so ago. You know what I'm saying? Um, Paying attention to what's going on in China. People forget that China's economy is not very stable as well, as you know, Prince. Their economy is looking kind of shaky as well, and then they're trying to apply pressure too. So I'm definitely bearish, right? And that's like I said, because I'm looking at things from a geopolitical point of view, also looking at how things are here stateside. Um, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, they've paused the rate hikes as expected, of course. But the reality is that you know inflation is not going down anytime soon. I was just, and not to make this about me, but I was just buying some groceries that I usually would get that a year or two ago would have cost me 35, $37. Now it cost me 57, $55, right? So the power of the dollar is continuing to decline. Meanwhile, the food prices are not going down anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? I mean, heck, some of you guys may notice now if you want to go grab a number one at McDonald's, right? You're at the drive-through, you're waiting, and it's like $15 now. I remember, 5, 10 years ago, you could get a McDouble for 99 cents. Those you feel me? You could get a McDouble or McChicken for 99 cents. Those days are gone, bro. I'm sorry. I don't. Those days are gone. They are gone, man. You show me where you can get a burger for 99 cents anywhere, bro. You feel me? Those days, because guys, remember you could get a McDouble or McChicken for 99 cents? You know what I mean? So when when your money was tight, you go to McDonald's, you get two McDoubles or two McChickens. You know what I'm saying? You get that there, and then you go home, you wash it down with some, water from your fountain. That was what you did. Now you get a McDouble, two McDoubles, that'll cost you $10. You feel me? Like real talk. And McDonald's is trash food. Let's keep it real. But I bought two McDoubles the other day. It's like $7, man. I'm like, dang. Like, what happened to the 99 cent? But anyway, yeah. But yeah, but here's the thing, just because I'm bearish doesn't mean that you should be either, right? That's not what I'm saying. And I'm not here to cast the spirit of fear or anything like that. Once again, I'm just giving you my logical POV, which is based and rooted in fundamental analysis, as well as what's going on geopolitically and things. I do think that we will have a stock market crash within 6 months, maybe 8, that could affect the crypto market as well. I can't give you a time frame or a date. And why am I thinking that? Well, like I said already, I'm looking what's going on geopolitically. I'm paying attention to what's going on with the housing market, as well as the CPI, right? The consumer price index, unemployment, raising interest rates, things like that. I'm paying attention to all these different things, and they matter, right? So for me to say that they don't matter would be disingenuous, right? So I'm definitely paying attention to that. I do think that um, in the interim, I mean, you can definitely make some, you know, that there will be maybe a holiday run up that we're starting to be in right now, right? So who knows? We've been in this little run up now for what, 2, 3 weeks? Maybe we have another week left. It could end next week. It could end in 3 weeks from now. Who knows? It could end in a month from now. But we are in a little bit of a run up right now. And like I said, this is not the time to be FOMOing in. I mean, that should have been done, you know, 6 months ago or a year ago. If you're FOMOing in now, you're ruining yourself for an opportunity to buy when the next wave of retracements happen. And see, this is something that you learn in time. So it's not, for people who are wondering, hey, where is this and that? You know what I'm saying? That's just what that is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, just really wanted to come on live real quick and just talk about some of the stuff that's going on. The market's looking very good. It's very optimistic, right? But that doesn't mean that you're jumping in now and you're selling your old uh, vinyls to jump into the market, right? That's not what I'm saying. At this point, I think that you know throughout the years, I mean, we've overlooked the Solanas, overlooked the XRPs, overlooked the ADAs, and then also you got this Caspa that just came out of nowhere. Shout out to Prince. I see Prince talking about it down there. I see, people in my Telegram group talking about it. Once again, it's one of those coins came out of nowhere. You got Solana too, came out of nowhere. Well, Solana's been around, but you guys get the point I'm trying to make, right? And so for me personally, I'm not gonna get excited, of course, you guys already know, until I see Doge and Shiba do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Until I see Doge and Shiba do their thing. But I think right now it's not a time to FOMO in and throw the whole kitchen sink in the crypto market. I think right now it's you pick your project and um if you've been dollar cost averaging, you continue to do so, right? I do think that when you start to see Shiba run, then that's a serious thing, right? Which will be interesting because hey, it is what it is, you know. Drone Trucker says, good old days, $5 footlongs. Yeah, man. You could get a $5 footlong. Good old days at Applebee's. You go 2 for $20. Take a nice girl on a date. There used to be a spot. There used to be a Rib Shack open by my place, right? It used to be called Rudolph's. So what I used to do, man, because if you're trying to impress a girl, right? This was when I was a young man, right, with all my dreams and hopes. Right? So, I used to go to Rudolph's because at 9 o'clock they would have a cheaper menu. They would have a happy hour menu, right? And Rudolph's is a very nice place. So, you would do that. Listen, man, 2023, listen, man, a young lady would be lucky to get uh some some uh some buffet out of me, okay? Because these times are rough. The money ain't flowing like that right now to be going on no frivolous. Woo! Hey yo, man, I'm just having fun, man. Oh man, the money is not flowing like that right now to be going on no frivolous dates, bro. We got this Biden clown up. And I know people don't like Trump. I know y'all don't like Trump, but man, listen, man, when Trump was in office, money was good, bro. I don't care what nobody says. When Trump was in office, this economy was good, money was good. You feel me? It was great. It was great. When Trump was in office, it was great. I know you guys don't like Trump, and I'm not listen, but I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. When Trump was in office, man, it was man. I don't care what none of y'all say, bro. Everything was Gucci. You know what I mean? And now we got Biden. Applebee's done raised the prices, y'all. Applebee's is 2 for $25. They haven't raised that in years. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done, guys. But so yeah, so one thing I'm gonna do definitely is I'm gonna make more videos here if anything happens. But yeah, I do expect Sheba to go on a run here, within a week or less. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Prince says if Trump wins, crypto will run up. Yes, yes, yes. We definitely need Trump back in office, man, because um this ain't it, man. Biden and Janet Yellen, Secretary Yellen, whatever her name is, these people are just not, they're not it. And you know what? I do think right now in crypto, if you guys notice, Sam Bankman Fried, right? He got charged, and what's his name? The CEO of Celsius too, he got charged, and whatchamacallit, Safe Moon, right? Caroni or Coney, whatever, this CEO, right? I think right now the crypto space right now is being cleaned up. You feel me? It's kind of like getting rid of the bad characters, you know what I mean? And making headway for some um respectable people to come in and step in, and also institutions are going to step in. But once right now all these bad characters, I mean, because the way the bull market was in 2021, we had two double tops. I could never saw it coming, because we were so focused on that 100K, 100K, 100K. And I think that's what messed everybody up, is they were never going to let it get to 100K, right? And then the bear market just kind of messed everybody up. And all these institutions or companies that were running shady businesses, like Sam Bankman Fried, like the Quan, all of these people, they got exposed. You notice how a lot of people got exposed in the crypto market, right? And I think that the next bull run is gonna be epic, definitely. But I think that the people that are gonna succeed in the next bull run are people like yourself right now that are paying attention to crypto right now. So it's the people that were there to see Terra Luna go kaput. It's the people that saw FTX crash, right? It's the people that saw Celsius and Voyager crash, right? And so those are the people that will understand and how to navigate the market better, because it's so easy to be swept up by the emotionalism and then become greedy, right? And I think that people who have seen these type of things, they're more realistic, and they tend to have a better grasp when it comes to the market. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. Um yeah, I mean, Perez, if you don't like Trump, that's fine. I mean, like I said, I'm not here to push politics. All I'm saying is that, things were a lot better. That's all I'm saying. Things were a lot better for me. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't for you, but it was definitely good, economically. Safe Moon, yeah. So Safe Moon was Safe Moon was one of those projects, bro. People forget, man. Safe Moon had a bigger buzz than Shiba Inu, and really Safe Moon was really a project that, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I thought they had something, but they fumbled it. And I sold 90% near the top, which was probably that was my best move in 2021. Outside of that, everything else I did was kind of, but I sold 90% near the top in May. And then I had 10% that I've been holding, right? So I've been holding this 10%. But every time I would check on Safe Moon's news, it sounded like a movie script. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude is getting sued by his mom's, you know, running away from the ops in Africa. Like, it just sounded crazy, and I hope, though, for the sake of the Safe Moon Army, that they get that rectified, because there are a lot of good people that got into the project because they believed in the vision. And then you got some dude named Papa, some degenerate named Papa. You know what I'm saying? You giving some degenerate dude named Papa, who was a homeless bum. You know what I'm saying? You give him some money, and now he's blowing it on God knows what. So it's just like people gotta understand, man. a lot of people become corrupted by wealth. They had a $200 million liquidity, man. They dipped into that. That's crazy. That's one of the reasons why, I sounded the alarm, and not and I'm not saying that, Digimon Rabbit is another safe moon, but the liquidity unlocks in about less than a month. So what happens? The team has been silent. So what happens is the team, because we don't know what was going on with the team. So are they going to relock the liquidity as they did before? But how would we know that since the team hasn't said anything for 5 months? So I'm just saying, man, if you're in coins where the liquidity is locked for X amount of times, and another thing is too, makes you wonder, like, with these, when they talk about liquidity is renounced or locked, is like, what type of access do they have? Like a back door, you know what I'm saying? And that makes you wonder, huh? Is that how they're going to do it with the CBDCs and all of that? Well, we know that they're going to have a backdoor to that. Let's keep it a buck. But it's a backdoor that you and I will not have access to, okay? And whatnot. So yeah, but so when you hear about that, Safe Moon, it's one of those projects where, could it make a comeback? I mean, look, anything is possible, right? I'm not here to sell false hope. I mean, it could go in the next bull run and it could, set a new all-time high record. Sure, why not? Um, it's an unfortunate thing with Safe Moon, and that's just what happens. But yeah, guys, listen, I gotta get going. I gotta meet up with some family. Ah, gotta meet up with some family. Time in the market beats timing the market. Yeah, exactly. Iman Perry, you're not lying. Time in the market beats timing the market. Exactly. This is why I think it's very important that if you're in the market right now, this is the best time. Why? Because now is you coming at a point in the market where the sentiment has shifted, but where the money or the liquidity is still very low, right? Yes, we've got ETF talks coming in, but if we're in a bull run, everybody is expecting minimum 100K Bitcoin. Some people are expecting 125, some people 150. You even got some people that are expecting 175 to a quarter million. Okay. I'm not, listen, all I'm saying is this. If you're coming in right now and paying attention right now, this is the best time to come in and put the time in the market. Why? Because now you can look at the projects that are really doing their thing, projects that are adding utility, projects that have a buzz because of the ETFs, projects that are out there getting utility. Look at XRP. There's a reason why XRP is still a top 5 coin. Why? It's out there putting in work in regards to utility all over the globe, right? You can find an article every day of the week where XRP is adding another partnership, right? Solana, I know the blockchain is trash. Let's keep it real. But Solana just has a big partnership with Google, of course. Venture capitalists are not going to let Sol die. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at the coins right now and really look at those coins and projects and do your due diligence and then really start to understand, okay, which project do I want to learn about and which project do I really like? Just because I'm not talking about the project doesn't mean I hate it or it doesn't mean I don't care. No, because guys, there's over 20,000 coins, man. I can't keep track of them all, right? Like, for example, did you know Tron pumped today? It pumped like 30% today, right? Now, some people say it's in relation to the hack or not. And, I used to like Tron until I realized Justin Sun, eh, is maybe not the most upstanding guy in the crypto space, right? For some reason, they still haven't caught him yet. I don't know how. I don't know why, but they haven't. Okay. Um. So at the end of the day, I think that this right now is the best time to be in. Also, secure your cryptos. You know what I'm saying? Get a ledger. Get them off these exchanges. Some of y'all be lazy. Let's keep it real. You can get a ledger, Nano. You can go to you know, uh You can go to, you know, Best Buy and get it, or you can go to ledger.com. You don't want to get a Ledger Nano from Amazon or anything like that. So, you want to make sure you secure your funds the best way how. Get a Ledger, or you can go to tracer.io. You can go to Tracer. Descent wallet too. I know another one a lot of people are talking about is the Tangem wallet. Or was it Tangam wallet? That's a new one. I'm not very familiar with it, so I would have to do my research on that. You know what I'm saying? But Ledger now, for people in the States, you can get Ledger now at Best Buy. Just make sure you don't buy a used one, you know. And yeah, guys, I mean, that's really it. Ledger Stacks. Oh yeah, that's coming soon. Yeah, that'll be dope. I can't wait for that. Ledger Stacks, you know, larger screen crypto NFTs. Yeah, that's the one they announced that one last year, if I'm not mistaken. You know, so not sure. I mean, in stock soon. What does that mean? They better have it out by the next bull run. But we'll see. But yeah, guys, Oculus is a great storage system. Okay, I'm not familiar with that, but I'll take your word for it. But I'll definitely research it. But yeah, guys, at the end of the day, you want to make sure you protect your assets and all of that. Also, check out my Patreon too. For people who want to get more content in regards to different coins and things like that. More content coming, guys. If you've noticed, I've been more active because of the fact that, like Iman Perry says, this right now is time in the market for me. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to beat the timing of the market, but just being in the market. So, just being more aware of what's going on with the news and you know, with what's going on with the ETF news and paying more attention to different projects with different cases, coins, and etc. Okay, so that's all. That's basically it. But yeah, guys, I'm very thankful and I pray everybody has a blessed weekend. And like I said, I will be back. I might, who knows, if something happens, I might come back on. We'll see. But I'm very thankful for everybody, you know. And Tron is trash. Uh, you know what? Tron was, I'm not gonna lie, man. Justin's son, he had some really great marketing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not defending Tron, by the way. I'm not. I'm not defending Tron. I do think Tron is trash now. Yes. Justin's son, he could have listened. Justin's son could have did it the legit way, but he decided, he's gonna go out the scammer way. So I'm just shocked they haven't caught him yet. That's the only thing I'm shocked about, you know. So who knows? Maybe Justin's son is just, who knows, you know. Imam Perry says we might not hit that 100K next run. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I think we might hit 90. Just for them to mess with us again. But imagine if Bitcoin is at 90, where will some of your favorite altcoins be then? So I think 90 is a realistic one. Listen, before you get to 100, you got to get to 90 anyway, right? Definitely. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, I've been here for an hour. Like I said, I got to get going. I've got a lot of things to do tonight. So I pray that everybody has a blessed evening. I really thank you guys for joining me. More content to come, and I'm out. Peace.